So during the agricultural revolution, what they call the agricultural revolution, people got good at producing, right? That's the whole idea behind the agricultural revolution, is that you could spend your time producing food, producing, horseshoes, producing different things. You didn't so much concentrate on what your hourly rate might have been. It was all about, at the end of the day, the production of your labors, right? Then the Industrial Revolution came along, and now you could push a button and a factory would start and stuff would pump out. Then you began to change your time for money, right? It was no longer what you could produce personally as an item, right? It became your time. Your time was then exchanged for money, regardless of regardless of what you personally produced, what was the result of your labor. Of course, the results were still there. The factories were getting pumped out. It was that Industrial Revolution. And you still had a tie over, right? The people, the generation that came before, the societal teaching was that stuff was important, because people in the agricultural era lived their lives to produce stuff. People in the Industrial Revolution lived their lives based on how much their time was worth. They still valued stuff, but they didn't live their lives as a personal producer of stuff. They sold their time, not their stuff, right? The stuff that they made, they didn't go out and then sell, the wagon wheel they made or the leather work they were doing, right? It was more of craftsman, agriculture stuff they produced, right? They still valued it in the Industrial Revolution, but they switched to changing their time for money and not just producing stuff, all right? And now we're coming into a new era, the technological revolution, where we're changing over. We're still at the tail end of the Industrial Revolution here. We value our time, but what it's going to change to is our ideas are going to be the next thing, because as technology takes over the hourly rate type stuff, what's going to become important is the ideas. We're still going to value our time, of course, and that's why we're going to be pushing. That's what's pushing the next revolution here. But we're going to value ideas, right? So that's what's coming down the road. There's going to be a short time, over the scale of humanity here, where we're going to be able to change our time for money. But pretty soon, we're going to value our time just like we valued stuff in the previous era. We're going to value our time even more. But what's going to be bringing us value in the market are ideas, new ideas, innovations, the mind. So just some thoughts for you as you move forward in life. Tell me what you guys think.